Showdown between the home Texas High Tigers and the visiting Longview Lobos. I'm Chuck Zach along with the great one, Morgan Smith, Frank Sides, as we are getting ready to bring you a little bit of basketball action tonight.
Been excited for this. This is the second game of the season for me to make for basketball. Excited to see Longview come to town. Excited. I've been covering or following Longview basketball since I was a kid. This may be one of the best teams we've had since the 90s.
They are 20-2 coming into the game today. They are tied with Mount Pleasant for the district lead. They've got a huge showdown with the Mount Pleasant Tigers on Friday night, and they are coached by a guy who, if you're a Texarkana native, you know the name Sam Weaver, who coached at Arkansas High for a handful of years. He moved over to Longview last year. He led them to 26 wins last year, and he's on pace to beat that this year. And Frank Sides, you've seen a bunch of Longview this year. This is a really good basketball team.
It is, and the easiest way to describe what you're going to see from the Lobos tonight is length, athleticism, and they just don't stop coming. The second team, they're all seniors. It's ferocious, up and down, fast court, fast-paced basketball. We're averaging 72 a game, shooting 50% from the field as a team, 10 offensive rebounds per game, and on top of that, shooting 35% as a team from three. So you kind of have to pick your poison with the Lobos because your front court can score down low and your back court can shoot.
Well, that's a good combination to win. All right, off we go. Starting lineup for the two teams. For the Tigers in their white and orange, they will have number 2. That's Trayvon Ellis. He's a 6'2 junior guard. He'll be in the backcourt along with number 4, Alex Orr. He's 6'3 junior. They've got number 5, Justin Brown. Brown is a 6'1 junior. David Potter's number 14, DP3, is a 215-pound, 6'6" junior. And 22 is Kendall Davenport. Davenport lining up at 6 foot. So it's really a 4-guard lineup for the Tigers, and there's a foul inside. For the Lobos, their starters tonight are number 0, point guard Chris Head. He's 5'10", 190 pounds. He's a senior. Number 2 is Davis Justice. He is a 6-foot senior. Number 5, Drew Ward, keep an eye on him. He's the gunner that Frank was talking about a minute ago, 6'3" senior. Number 10, Robert Blandberg, 6'8" senior. And number 11, Demorion Williams, he's a 6'5" junior. So we are off and running, 1-0 Lobos with the lead on the free throw by Blandberg. And Texas High goes on offense for the first time tonight, coached by Eric Cross, his first year as a Tiger head man.
You kind of got to see what Longview does that first possession. Second chance points are a big thing for the Lobos offense.
Ooh, no easy ones around the rim.
That's Blandberg with the Williams rather with the rejection.
That's D.D. Williams, who'll compete for a starting quarterback job next year for the Lobo football team.
Now they've got him listed at 6'5".
No way.
In football, they were saying he was closer to 6'8". I can't imagine he shrunk 3 inches. First shot by the Tigers off the rim, no go. 7 minutes left to play here in the first quarter of this one. 1-0 Lobos with the lead. Pass inside. Blandberg with a little turnaround. That one's going to roll off, no good, or with the rebound. Ball comes up top. A lot of time to shoot, but way off the mark. Justin
long
Brown.
Shot equals long rebound there.
Yeah, long miss. Justin Brown with the missed basket. Ball in the hands of Ellis. He starts to go into the lane, tied up, and there's going to be, well, they're going to call a jump ball. As Chris Head does a great job getting a handle on that basketball. Ball's going to belong to the Tigers with 6:35 to play in the quarter. Back in the hands again of Justin Brown. He loses it. Go back the other direction. Davis Justice to the rim, no go. Bouncing out of bounds, and they'll say last touched by the Tigers. It'll stay Lobo ball with 6:23 to play here in the quarter. Tigers coming in today with a record overall of 8-12. They are 1-2 in district play, and they did not have a great week last week. They lost to Mount Pleasant and White House and scored 36 points in both games.
Yeah, averaging 54 for the season. Average points against almost 59.
Blandberg cleans it up.
That's the problem for Texas High when you're playing 4 guards. They don't really have anyone to deal with Blandberg. Ball almost jumped up a little high on Orr. Lucky not to double dribble it.
Nice move to get inside.
Hesitation, gets the floater to go.
Yeah, Alex Orr I'm not going to remember the name of the team, but he plays on a really great AAU team, plays basketball year-round. Really good basketball player.
Or a pretty good three-point shooter, although his numbers have come down a bit since we've got into district. Drive by ahead, he's tied up, no call, and then they're going to call, it looks like, a traveling violation on Chris, and so it'll go back in the other direction. Tigers will take it over with 5:34 to play in the first. No full court token pressure from the Lobos. Ellis trying to shake Justice, gets in the lane, looks like he traveled, and sure enough, it's going to be a turnover by the Tigers. It goes back to Longview. Nine seniors on this Lobo team. In comparison, the Tigers have 3.
That's wild, 9 seniors.
Just got the final from the girls' game in Longview. Longview defeats Texas High 50-27 to improve to 4-1 in district.
Lamberg up top, tried to spin, got it poked away, and Tigers on the ground, and finally a tie-up called. Justin Brown trying to hang on to it and getting down there to get it. Davis Justice. And we'll get the first big man in for the Tigers. 34 is Donald Ford. He is a 6'8" junior. So we got somebody to challenge Blandberg inside for Texas High.
That guy's wearing ISO Joe, is the name of the team Alex Orr's on.
Drew Ward call with the travel.
Ward, the assistant coach's son. I never had hair like that, but I would have loved to have. That flopping hair.
I have a feeling in the next 2 years I'm going to be wishing I had hair.
3-2 score, 4:50 left to play. A little bump by ahead, and ball's coming right to us, and that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Longview.
Lobos starting this one out a little bit on the slow side. Inconsistent early, which is good news for the Tigers.
Boy, almost turnover again that time was Drew Ward with the quick hands.
On number 2, Davis Justice is first, team first.
And Davis Justice's names have been giving me trouble all year from back in the TBS.
Ellis into the corner. Brown kick it around.
No, sir.
That's Potter with a rain-making two-pointer. First bucket for Potter, and it's a 5-4 game.
You know how high you have to shoot that ball to get it over the outstretched arms of D.D. Williams, is jumping as high as he can there. Nice job by Potter.
Ball in the hands of Justice. Up top, Blandberg lob inside. On his back, he's got big guys. What a swinging block that time by Trey Ellis. Now he'll go into the lane, and he's going to be fouled inside. I think I called jump ball again. The officials really letting them go at it here early. We have seen in football, they can get a little aggressive and a little bit chippy with each other. Only a couple of football players involved in this game. Potter, one of them. And we'll see a couple of Lobos as well who are members of the football team, including Chris Wilder. We'll get him off the bench in a little bit.
I suspect we'll see that quicker than you think. When Lobos start out slow like this, Chris Wilder's kind of the energy they bring off the bench, give them that spark.
Potter with the basketball. Trying to shake Williams into the lane. Hangs, hits the front of the rim, and Williams gets the easy rebound.
Just too much size in there for Longview.
There goes Head, trying to spin away from Orr. Stops, pops. Shot off the back, no good. Long rebound will be controlled by Texas High. And then Donald Ford can't handle the pass, through his hands out of bounds. A low scoring start. We're at 2:51 to play in the first quarter. Only a 5-4 ball game. And we'll get some substitutions in as Sheldon Harris checks in for Texas High. He's number 12.
Chris Wilder heads to the table to check in. Drew thought about it. Hadn't had an open look yet.
They're really pushing on Ward, trying to keep him away from getting comfortable as Harris gets that job right now. Round to pick. It's Orr that picks him up.
Lamberg will shoot that.
And misses it. Rebound, sky and high forward is Ellis. Ellis not a big guy, but active around the rim. Little weave, hand it off. And that's going to be a wraparound foul. Williams is going to pick up his first.
Foul on Lobos on number 11.
It's nice to hear Billy Lavender here tonight.
For the Lobos.
Oh, Razorback Billy.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Wilder.
That's Razor Tiger Billy now.
Feels like he's right at home tonight. This is Billy Lavender.
Yeah, that's what's been going around is he's denounced Arkansas Razorbacks, and he's now a Texas Longhorns fan.
Really?
That's what happened.
I'll find that out tomorrow.
I'm not. Here's Chris Wilder.
Wilder
on cue.
the steal, yeah. Had it poked away by Harris on a saving of the dunk steal that time. It's still going to be a foul on Texas High.
He said he's tired of watching December bowl games.
And Kendrick Brown's checked in, number 31 for the Lobos. Kind of a three-point specialist from the corner. He finds a spot, and if you get him the ball, he's going to knock it down. Speaking of that, his dad's probably watching. Appreciate you tuning in, Mr. Brown.
5-4 ball game, under 2 to play in the
Nice
quarter. Wrap around,
move.
no good by Wilder. Put back, and there's going to be a foul. I think Ford may be the guy that blocked Blandberg, but got him with the body underneath.
Foul on Tigers on number 5, Justin Brown.
Wow, they gave it instead to Justin Brown.
Team second at the line, Robert Lambert.
So to the free throw line goes Blandberg, and his first one rattles around, no good.
Potter re-enters for the Tigers.
Ford going out. Potter checking back in for Texas High. Blandberg dunks that one through. So 2 of 4 from the line for Blandberg. He's got 4 points. And the Lobos have their biggest lead. There's a
Here comes
steal,
some of that pressure.
Ward Wilder.
This is the Lobo basketball team I've been looking forward to seeing tonight.
8-4.
Showing up late in the first quarter. That's a good look.
Ellis for
Got it to
3.
Ellis for 3, assisted by Orr.
Back to a 1-point game with 1:30 left to play in the quarter. Texas High is able to stay in this game. It may be from deep, and there's Wilder again inside, and he's a little too athletic for the Tigers right now.
He's moving a lot without the ball, too. He's not standing still.
And stepping on the baseline out of bounds is Sheldon Harris. The turnover is going to give it right back to the Lobos, who are all of a sudden picking up a little bit of momentum.
Chuck, we've seen some of that athleticism in football season. When your all-district defensive end is athletic enough to guard your point in full court, it causes some serious problems for the offense.
Marion Williams checking in, only junior on the Longview squad.
So is number 1, Jalen Hawley-Lee. So Lobos get a couple of guys in, and then all of a sudden there's a timeout. I think Coach Cross wants to talk it over with his guys. So with 1:17 left to play in the first quarter, 10-7, Lobos with the lead. We'll take a break. We're coming right back here on Game Day.
Commercial services, electrical panel installation, circuit breaker installation, led by Master Technician Jay Strickland, and multiple specialty services.
Welcome back. 10-7 ball game. We come at you live from the Tigers Center on the campus of Texas High. Longview to inbound it, as we're coming down to the last minute of quarter number 1. Ollie Lee kick out.
There's that corner 3.
No go off the rim.
It feels like Longview's getting every rebound.
Had it poked away. Open is Orr. He's got the lefty layup, and we're back to a 1-point game. 4 for Alex Orr. Kendrick Brown now with it. Trying to shake Ellis. Harris with the switch. Williams up top. Ollie Lee down to Wilder. Boy, all 5 Lobos touching on this possession. They'll get it to Williams. His 20-footer good just inside the three-point line.
Be his 4th point of the night.
Big man knocking it down.
And it's back to a 3-point lead. Tigers seeing a little more pressure now from the Lobos. Again in the corner. Again Orr. This time no good. Rebound. Lobos had it, and they'll control it in the foul on Sheldon Harris. That's his first.
If you're just tuning into the first high school game of the year, the foul rule changed this year. You get 5 per quarter, no longer shooting 1-and-1. It's just 2 shots every time after the 5th team foul. We're nowhere near that, but in case you're wondering down the road. Lobos are going to try to hold for the last shot here, leading by 3.
10 seconds left in the quarter. 12-9 Lobo lead. Here's Head. He starts to go slip. That ball goes off his, well, not off his leg, apparently off the Tigers' leg. Well, it looked like it went off Chris Head's leg, and in fact, the Tiger faithful are unhappy about that
Cross
call.
is real unhappy.
Little double clutch, no good. Harris gets the rebound, no call on the travel. A three-pointer at the buzzer, almost for Orr, but that's quarter number one. 12-9 Lobos with the lead. Quick timeout. We're coming back for the second here on Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
All right, quarter number two about to start. Chuck Zach, Morgan Smith, Frank Sides coming at you live from Texas High's Tiger Center.
Yeah, if you're a Texas High fan, that's the best case scenario. First quarter, it's a good start for Texas High. They were able to kind of withstand Longview's initial. What happened here?
Yeah, they weren't ready yet. They're still trying to get all 5 players out on the court. Starters back out for Texas High except Sheldon Harris, who stays out on the court. For the Lobos, they stayed with the 5 that were out there as Wilder goes and gets it blocked by Potter. Lobos hang on to it as it's set back out to Chris Head. Double team coming on him. Quick pass to Holly Lee inside. Williams back out to Lee. Lobos in no hurry here. Head going to the basket, stops. 12-footer, no good over the back on Wilder. That's going to be his first. This is second team foul, third team foul on the Lobos.
Yeah, Texas High, although they're outsized a little bit, they're matching up pretty well athleticism-wise with Longview early on here.
Yeah, they're running a 4-guard offense, and so you're going to have a little bit, you would think, of a ball handling speed advantage. Orr with another 3. That one he splashes. First one for Orr in the game, second for the Tigers, and we're tied back up at 12.
7 points on the night for Orr.
Inside, quick pass, Williams back out Holly Lee. His lefty 3 is good as he answers. Minute gone here in quarter number 2. 3-point lead for the Lobos. Orr trying to shake the defender. Kendrick Brown gets it to Ellis. Back to another 3-pointer, baseline 3. Rolls in and out, no good. Missed that time for Braylon Pearson, who's come in.
Brown with a nice move, pulls up the mid-range. That's no good.
Tapped out by Wilder. It'll be Tiger ball with 6:35 to play in the half. I'll tell you, Tigers are getting open looks at threes on the baseline. If they just have the ability to convert about half of those, they stay in this game. Harris will get it across the timeline. Kick it back over to Orr. Alex, a little hesitation, drive, bank, no good. Ball tipped around, Tigers get another shot at it, no good. Ball ends up in the hands of Williams. Brown driving, fouled as he's thrown down hard by Potter. That's John David's second foul.
Potter said you can come down here, but it's going to cost you.
He's got 2 now, and that becomes a bit of a concern. Team that does not have a whole lot of size. Your 6'6" forward has a couple. Free throw good by Brown. That's his first point.
Coach Cross wants an explanation why that's a foul, and it was not a foul on the other end.
Brown's a 65% shooter from the line on the season, 44 from 3. Pretty good stroke.
Jamon Hayes getting up, and he's coming in. Brown hits both. It's a 5-point Lobo lead. Potter's got to go out. No, Potter's staying in. I thought they'd bring him out with the 2 fouls, but they're going to try to weather the storm. Harris pass out ahead. That's Pearson. In some trouble, stops. Oh, great pass.
Oh,
Missed
man.
the wraparound, Jamon Hayes, but a great pass from Braylon Pearson.
Great pass, great cut.
Ward, who's come back in, leaves it for Holly Lee, no good. Rebound Harris. Tigers want to go. Short on the pass, but it somehow finds its way into the hands of Texas High, but they can't get a shot off. And that ball is going to be last touched by whom?
Looks like they're going to give it to Texas High.
Yeah, Blandberg's arguing it wasn't me. It was Pearson.
And for the Tigers,
Official not agreeing. Potter coming out now as Donald Ford comes back in. 5:43 left to play in the half. Pass inside to Ford, one dribble, makes some space, but can't get the shot to fall. And then the frustration foul as he grabs Kendrick Brown. That'll be the first on Ford.
Really tough shot there.
I like how he wedged out some room, but then was a little bit hard with the shot. 5:30 left in the half. Ward, who has yet to score a point. Driving to the basket, hanging, there you go, on command. Drew Ward gets his first score. 19-12, and how about the
nice
answer
bucket.
for Alex Orr?
9th point of the night.
9 for Orr. Ward trying to answer back. He goes into Ford with the body and
Man.
hits the layup.
Kid can play. Gotta be careful with that knee, though.
Almost with a steal. Hayes into the front court. Pace is starting to favor the Lobos. 21-17. Hayes scoops underhanded, no good. Ford with the putback, little hard, no good. It bounces off of Orr and saved to Harris. Inside to Ford. Ford spinning, lost it. Pearson no good. Ford with the putback. Can't get that to go. And the Lobos finally get the ball, and then there's a foul underneath.
That's just not a place you want to live versus these Lobos with their size down there.
This will be Ford's second foul of the night.
So Ford got 2 now. Potter's got 2. The 2 biggest guys on the Tigers roster in a little foul trouble with 4:44 to play in the half. You can hear him say, go, go. That's Sam Weaver yelling, I want to go, pick up the pace. Chris Head picked up by Jamon Hayes. 4.5 left. Pick coming. Head got some room, fires the 3. That's off the back of the rim, or with the rebound. Alex on the run. We'll kick it back out. Justin Brown. Brown, poked away from behind by Head, who's got the open court. He's going to lay that one up, and it's a 9-point lead. First basket for Chris Head tonight. Boy, he may get another one as he's trying to take the ball away, and finally we get a whistle, and it'll be Tiger ball. They're going to call it just a tie-up. Checking in for Texas High, Trey Ellis back in. He sat for a long time with 3:57 left to play in the half, or going out for the Tigers. Hayes, had it poked by Ward, almost lost it to Ellis. Cross to Brown. Brown hanging. Baseline, and they're in trouble. Pass to Ford. Ellis will back it back off. Lob inside to Donald. One dribble, spin, shot no good. Foul on the shot. Donald Ford's going to go to the free throw line as Chris Head picks up his first foul.
Shooting 2 shots, Donald Ford.
5 fouls. 2 on the Lobos in this quarter, and Ford misses the free throw.
And for the Tigers, 22. Davenport.
Kendall Davenport back in for Texas High. Ford's second free throw, that one good. His first point of the night. It's 23-15 as Potter's coming back in for Ford. Risky move by Coach Cross with 2 fouls already on Potter. Blandberg against Potter. Over to Ward, got an open look.
Drew!
Wing 3, got it. Ward with 7, 11-point Lobo lead. He was scoreless in the first quarter. He's got 7 here in the second. Tigers, boy, a wild throw-up shot there by Justin Brown, no go. Blandberg with the rebound. 3 minutes left in the half. Head, double team coming.
Nice pass.
Found Williams inside. He's in trouble. Kick it back out.
44% three-point shooter. Passed it up.
And what do we got?
3 seconds.
3 seconds, I believe. Yeah, you may be right.
I don't know how that ball made it down there. From that pass from half court.
Every time we see Chris Head, me and Keaton comment, how on earth was he not a running back at Longview?
Yeah, he looks like a running
Athlete.
Well, John King's up in the stands. You need to tell him.
Maybe too late for that.
Yeah.
Senior year for Mr. Head.
Well, you can ask
I'm
him.
sure he's asked a few times.
Yeah, how come he's not playing, Coach? Tigers baseline drive. Brown, nope. Foul. Did he step out of bounds? Let's see the call.
Going to line.
I do my best to limit my interactions with Mr. King when it comes to things like that.
Kendrick Brown hit with the foul. That's his first. Into the free throw line will go Justin Brown.
All things considered, it's been a pretty exciting basketball game here, and a little more compelling than some of us may have thought. Texas High's done a great job hanging in there and keeping Longview to just 26 points here late in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think that's the story so far. The Tigers, who have struggled to score the last week or so, still are struggling to score, but they're holding the Lobos in check at least for the first half of this. Second free throw from Brown, no good. Misses them both. Blandberg, another rebound. Ward almost had it taken away.
Nice pass. Heads open for 3.
A lot of time to think about it, maybe too much time. Harris goes and gets the rebound. Blandberg takes it away and then misses the shot, fading away, and it's last touched by Texas High off the hand of Kendall Davenport. Head just had too much time to look at it. Lob out Blandberg. Ward D'd up. Another look for Head. Passes on the 3, gets bumped. No foul call. Inside, Wilder misses. How about another one by Head? That no good. And the ball still belongs to the Lobos as it finds its way into the hands of Davis Justice. And we're going to get another foul. That's going to be a little too much hip. And that's going to be Sheldon Harris getting his second foul. So Tigers now with 3 players with 2 fouls. Lob to Blandberg. Potter on a steal. Take away. Here's Ellis with the layup good.
Ellis, coast to coast.
First basket for him in the second half. Tigers back to within 9. 1:40 left to play. Half number 1. Justice gets a pick from Blandberg. Lets a defender fly by. 3-pointer off the mark. Rebound Ellis. Finds an open Davenport. Closed up on him in a hurry. Harris, left side, starts to drive. Wilder cuts him off. Here's Ellis, floater from 18, no good. Rebound, Potter fighting for it. He's got it. Inside, waits for the defender. They get him out of travel. They did. Turnover by the Tigers as Potter tried to get a little bit of space inside, wait for the defender to go by him, and he drug the foot.
Kind of an uncharacteristically poor shooting night for the Lobos early on. This is a team that shoots 50% from the field as a squad, and having some road struggles tonight. Something that they're going to lean on down the road.
Blandberg, D'd up, double teams, threw the ball almost away. Davis Justice saves it, but back to the Tigers. Lob to Davenport. Kicks it out. Ellis, 3-pointer.
Go!
Second 3-pointer of the night, 8 point.
Assisted by Davenport.
Inside 40 seconds. Tigers down just 6, 26-20. Giving the Lobos all they want here. Head Wilder around to Justice. 30 seconds left. See the Lobos wanting to play for a last shot? Nope, they're going to shoot early. Got it. Davis Justice with his first basket of the night.
And that kid can play, man. Just this Lobos roster so deep that some of the names
13
kind
seconds.
of get overshadowed, but he can shoot.
Brown
Ooh.
underneath defender, no good. Ball tipped, knocked out of bounds with 7 seconds left to play. It'll be Tiger ball. Down 28-20. Looking to get it into Ford, not there. To Davenport, 5 seconds. 3 seconds. To Potter, can't handle it. It's Ford's hands. He's tied up, and we're going to get a jump ball call. Light goes on to end the half, and that's where it'll end. 28-20, Lobos with the lead. 7 points for Drew Ward in the quarter as he leads all Lobos scores. We got 9 for Alex Orr and 8 for Trayvon Ellis for the Tigers. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We're at the half here at the Tigers Center on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, or BMW, or Cadillac, or Infiniti, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Supercenter. In Texarkana, Mercedes-Benz of Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, The Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit GregOrAuto.com. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or
Texar is a community-first credit union which has served members in and around the Texarkana area since 1951.
Having 3 offices and employing almost 100 people, today Texar serves citizens of Cass, Bowie, Little River, Miller, Red River, and Lamar counties.
Through the years, we've had many different names.
From our humble beginnings as Bowie County Teachers Credit Union to where we are today.
We are honored to offer our members quality service with exceptional products.
We also take pride in staying one step ahead when it comes to introducing the latest and greatest in banking technology.
From personal to commercial banking.
And turning houses into homes.
We believe in banking made easy.
To make life easier for you.
Welcome back, and for the Longview crowd tuning in, and Texarkana if you've never made the trip down there for this, but hello 2024 hamburger lovers. Kick off the new year with a tasty deal, 24% off all app and online orders at Juicy's Hamburgers. Use promo code 2024 to receive the discount. It's a flavorful way to start fresh in 2024. I eat there literally every day.
I grew up eating Juicy's. Love it.
And a shout out to one of our newest sponsors, local real estate agent Trisha Marshburn. Buying or selling a home is easy when you work with a highly qualified realtor like Trisha. She's a top producer at the Daniels Group and a big supporter of the Longview community. She's ready to put you first. Give her a call at 903-238-1502. She sells homes, land, commercial investments, and multifamily homes as well. This is 2024, so shoot her a text right now. She's probably got nothing going on except watching us. Next. Baylor Scott & White. Don't ignore the pain or put off treatment because of new deductibles. Often ignoring pain leads to more severe problems and fewer treatment options. Walk into our Longview clinic when something is hurting and we'll treat you quickly and effectively. We are located at the Loop in Bill Owens and are a proud sponsor of Longview Game Day.
I've actually been in there before. It's a nice facility.
Speaking of being in there before, these new apartments out there north of town. Stop by the Southerly at Longview tomorrow and take a tour of Longview's newest upscale apartment complex with Joshua Bailey. They're located behind the Target on the north side of town, and I spent some time there myself, and they are super
they're
fly.
Really, it's like living in a luxury resort.
Absolutely.
When I lived in apartments when I was younger, they were not like that.
Yeah, and you can walk to Target.
Like yeah, you can walk to Target, but like the gym, the pool, all that is just like you'd have at a resort. They even got like a game room you can, just not even have to rent. Just you want it from this time to this time. You can have parties in there. Whole 9 yards, super nice.
All righty. So back to Chuck Zach, the man.
We gotta get a building named after Chuck Zach.
A building?
Somewhere. A building.
I think there's a portable they put out here.
That's what you got.
That's probably what I'll get. I'll probably get a portable. It'll be here for about 2 months, and then it'll be gone, and that's about right.
No, I didn't do something more permanent.
Yeah.
All these new buildings they're going to be building with all this money. They got to put somebody's name on them.
Really?
Aren't they building a bunch of new buildings?
I think you donate a lot of money to get your name on a building.
What about
the
time?
Morgan Smith Center.
I'll never be able to afford that. But, if we're talking about time donation, that should account for something,
You
right?
would think, but it doesn't really. They
don't care about that?
No, they care about money.
Well,
we care about the score. It's 28-20 at the half. A bit of a surprise. Longview, that's won 15 straight games and has rolled some folks. Frank said at the beginning, averaging about 73 points a game.
And our last 5, we're averaging 87-2 a game with an average margin of victory of 41 points.
If I've ever met a homer, it's Frank Sides.
Well, that's you need to be a homer.
That's what I get paid to do.
That's right.
No, I'm just saying. Frank had me thinking they could go win the NCAA championship. I'm like, I gotta come out and see what's going on with this team.
I'm not sure they can, for being honest.
Well, speaking of winning the NCAA championship, for those of you in Texarkana who are watching, how about Rick Minter and Jesse Minter, a couple of locals who are very tied to Texas High, who managed to lift some hardware in the national championship game last night as Michigan beat Washington.
Congratulations to them. I'm not originally from Texarkana, so I didn't know there was that connection, but I was in Target, and a guy that worked there was telling me about that, and I kind of I feel like that's something I would have heard if that was true, you know. But yeah, man, couldn't find out. They were speaking facts to me. Shout out to those guys.
You can't swing a dead cat around here and not hit a Minter.
I wonder if they're related to Keith Minter over in Hooks.
I would bet yes, but I'm not going to swear to it. But I coached against one of the Minters back in the day. Vince, I believe, was who I coached against.
So let's talk second half adjustments. If you're the Tigers,
he don't want to see Texarkana shine. You see that?
No.
Yeah, he don't want to see it.
I was absolutely paying attention. Chuck, let's talk about second half. If you're the Tigers, what adjustments do you make out here to try to hang tight?
I think you do what you've done. I don't think there's a whole lot more you can do, honestly. You've got foul trouble, and you've got foul trouble with your bigs, and that's a problem. I think more importantly, the question is if you're Sam Weaver, what do you do differently? And I think you pound the ball inside. I think Blandberg ought to be having himself a whale of a second half, and Williams and Wilder if he gets those guys down low. And I'm putting pressure on Potter, and I'm putting pressure on Ford, and I'm trying to really work this thing inside. I don't know that the Tigers can do anything better except for maybe shoot a little better. They left some points on the free throw line they didn't make, but they played pretty darn well, to be honest with you.
Well, I can tell y'all what happened at the Texas High locker room at halftime. Basically, they're going to say, let's get Alex ISO on the side, and he wants to see some three-pointers going up every possession.
That's probably not a bad plan, to be honest with you. If you can drop, I said earlier, if you can hit about half your three-pointers, you got a chance to stay in this, but you got to hit half your three-pointers. First half, they only hit 2.
Half your three-pointers, that's
a big
Steph
number.
Curry stuff.
That's a big number, but you're a big underdog here.
Alex Orr, if he gets hot, he can do it.
All right, so off we go. Half number 2 starting. Chris.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Didi with the putback attempt. There we go.
Get it over the back, please.
There it is.
God.
More.
Hey, you ain't gonna win if they ain't calling that. You can't win.
That's where the Lobos make their money.
Hey,
That's the second chance shot.
This is a Texarkana chapter referee crew too, man. Come on, guys.
Morgan showed up. You were quiet the first.
I'm just saying, I mean, it's not like, you're from Tyler or something. Like, this is your team.
The fan in him finally came out.
It was a foul.
It could be worse. It could be from Port Neches Grove. Ball out of bounds off the Tigers. It'll be Lobo ball with a minute gone. Let's do the starters on the second half. Trayvon Ellis, Alex Orr, Justin Brown, David Potter, Kendall Davenport. Out there for the Tigers, Chris Head, Davis Justice, Drew Ward, Robert Blandberg, and Dee Williams out there for the Lobos. 10-point lead. The biggest has been 11. Miss, point blank, 12-footer. Out ahead, Davenport, Head right with him. No foul call on that. Missed the layup. Ward's got it. Almost had it poked away by Orr. There's poked away from behind by Orr. He's got a breakaway, nobody near him, but the pass was going really long and he couldn't control it. And we go back the other way.
Uh-oh, Drew's open. He found him.
There's his three.
Boom!
Man.
Ward with 10.
You got to find that young man.
And the lead's 13.
They got a college coach in the house. Eyes on him. What a time to have a good game.
Boy, bodying up, Head just really using that upper body strength.
Ahead to Ward.
Yeah.
This is where he specializes with the left hand. Drew! Kick and play.
Little highlight.
Got some college coaches tuning in. That's your guy right there, one of them.
5 points.
That was nice. That was nice.
5 points in the last 30 seconds. We'll take the break. It's a 35-20 lead for the Lobos here on Game Day.
Here at Local Habit Coffee Company, we are true coffee connoisseurs and the area's only third wave coffee shop. We are excited as football and fall rolls around to introduce this year's fall drink lineup. We have an all-organic homemade pumpkin spice latte, a delicious s'mores latte, and finally, a smoked maple bourbon cortado that can only be described as fall in a cup. No matter what your preference, you can get your dose of fall right here at Local Habit. We cannot wait to see you in one of our shops, and remember to go make something good happen.
Take it, Chuck.
6:06 left to play in the third quarter. Lobos up by 15. Drew Ward, who averages 12, has 12. And we still have a quarter and a half left. Almost took the ball away from Alex Orr. Drive, no shot. It is Orr.
Step back
three. His three, good.
Lee, 12-point of the night. Second three-pointer.
He and Ward tied for high man with 12 each, and they both just rained down threes in the last minute.
Texas High's basketball somehow.
Yeah. Inbound to Ford, and we got another quick whistle. I think Head may be hit with the foul this time. Technical foul on Chris Head. That counts as a personal, so that's his second. Into the free throw line will go Alex Orr. Orr coming in a 63% free throw shooter. And hits the first.
Alex Orr, just from what I've seen tonight, can absolutely shoot the rock.
Tell you what, I'm loving those shoes he's got as well.
What do they call those, the Grinch?
I don't know. He missed the second free throw. Of course, we jinxed the Grinch.
Oh, the Kobe Grinches. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with the young kids.
Some expensive basketball shoes. Very expensive.
I've got shoe envy right now, I'll be honest. I hope we got a shot of those.
I mean, if they help you shooting like that, I'll get me a pair. Go play some rec ball and throw down.
You do not want to play rec ball in them. You ain't going to leave the gym with them.
Well, knocked away.
Yeah, got
too much size in
into
there.
the hands of Ellis. Couldn't again hit point blank. And another jump ball. This officiating crew has loved the jump ball call tonight. 11-point Lobo lead, 5:24 left to play in the third. Brown looking for some help. Brown's still scoreless today. And he averages double figures. Well, a good pass to Ford inside as he hits it point blank range. That's 3 now for Donald Ford. Only 4 Tigers have scored in this game. Ellis, Orr, Potter, and Ford. And that's going to bounce off the leg, or foot rather, of Trayvon Ellis. And we'll stay Lobo ball. Blandberg, boy, reach. Boy, I'm not sure how that wasn't a foul on Ellis, who kind of slapped across the arm of Blandberg. Blandberg inside. Ford's going to get called for the foul.
Third of the night.
Good move by Blandberg there.
Coach Cross.
It's something I see him working on a lot in the gym before and after games.
Free throw rattles around, no good. I think both teams.
It's his third missed free throw of the night.
Have not been dead eyes from the free throw line tonight. second one is good. This is a tough gym to shoot free throws in, I think, especially on the what's our right side. Almost poked from behind. Brown in trouble. Has it taken away by Ward. Out ahead to head with Orr.
Nice
Shot
finish.
Up and good. No foul call.
Lamberg was there ready to put that back.
That's 4 for Head. Driving again, Brown. There's going to be a foul. As Justin Brown's going to go to the free throw line. And now we got Longview people not liking that call. And they gave that one to Blandberg. That is Roberts' first. Justin Brown, first points for him tonight. Brown, a double-digit scorer. Now has one. Ford out, Potter back in for Texas High. Got them both. You can make up ground at the line. It was a 15-point lead, back down to 10. Tigers on a little run. Head pass inside Blandberg. He's got Potter on his hip. And Potter grabs onto him, and that's going to be foul number 3.
I thought he called a travel initial.
Yep, he got him with the foul.
14.
It's his third.
Not shooting, he got him on the ground. Lob inside,
Oh,
block.
nice block.
Good rejection by Ellis. As he
I think a step back three is coming. Oh, maybe not.
sent Javis Justice's shot off the way. Williams with a rebound. 4 minutes left in the third, 38-28. Lobos leading. Ward with Orr on him, looking for a pick and a roll, and Williams couldn't handle the ball. And it'll go out of bounds, last touch by the Tigers. They had the pick and roll, Williams just couldn't secure the pass. Potter checking out of the game. The 3 fouls, they go right back to Ford.
Starting 5 still in for the Lobos. Drew.
Boy, Ward with a defender right around him.
Just stone cold.
Third three-pointer of the night, 15th point.
Ward leading all scorers. Starting to heat up a little bit. That was an impressive 3. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a foul on Ford. He kept moving, trying to get that pick set on Head, and that's going to be his 4th. Well, we mentioned at halftime that was the problem for the Tigers right now is they've got big man foul trouble, and they've picked up fouls here in the second half. Potter's got 3, Ford's got 4, and we've still got 3.5 minutes left in the third. Ward with Orr on him. Ward starts to go, kicks it back out, and then resets. Justice in some trouble.
Nice
Finds man
no-look pass.
inside, and they're going to get another foul. That may be all for Ford.
That's going to be it for Donald.
As Blandberg gets hammered. There's the buzzer. Donald Ford will foul out today with 3 points. And Eric Cross having to make a decision about where do I go. He's going to go even smaller. Braylon Pearson coming in now. He's got Potter sitting there with 3 fouls.
Pearson, sophomore, promising future. Excited to see what he does here.
Blandberg drains the first one to make it a 14-point lead. 4-0 run for the Lobos. Misses the second. Ellis hounded by Head. Far side Harris back up top. Ellis, he's going to launch a deep 3 and got it. That's from 25 away. Second 3 for Ellis. Make that third.
Yeah, that's the third 3 of the night, 11th point.
Ward
Nice
to
pass.
the corner. A lot of time lining up the 3, and there's an answer by Davis Justice, who's got 5. 45-31. Another foul. This time it'll be on Ward, I would expect. Looking like he was pushing on the hip. And he is getting hit with the foul. That's his first. Only the 3rd foul on the Lobos here in the quarter.
Chris Wilder's going to come check in. D.D. Williams is going to have a seat. So here's the luxury for Longview when you're able to substitute one of your bigs for a lengthy, athletic dude that can play just about anywhere on the court.
Or checked out of the game Jamon Hayes, number 10, in for the Tigers. Texas High trying to inbound it and going down hard and grabbing his hip, Justin Brown. Pearson a little long on the shot, but he gets the rebound right back to him. In the lane, his one-handed floater, no good, tipped into the hands of the Tigers, and they lose it. Back to Head. 1-on-4. Head in the lane, spins, and he's going to get called for a travel. You want to be aggressive, but 1-on-4, you probably want to pull it back out. 2:16 left to play in the third, 45-31, a little net issue. As Chris Wilder saves the day. Hayes with it, picked up by Head across the timeline. Whoa, really turned that dribble over. Could have been a carry, but instead it's a backcourt violation. And it'll go back over to the Lobos with 2:05 left in the third.
Kendall Davenport checking in.
Yeah, Texas High's teetering here. Important 2 minutes of this game. Ward looking for some help, finds Wilder. Corner Head back to Wilder. Up top, Ward. They'll weave it a little bit.
And Wilder will take that shot occasionally as well.
Justice. Corner Head, nothing there. Longview slowing it down just a tick. Inside to Wilder, he couldn't handle it, knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Lobos will maintain possession with 1:39 to play in the third. Inbound high to Ward. Down all over him. Ward looking for some space, got it. Tries to go inside Blandberg, knocked away by the Tigers, but Wilder hustling, got the ball smacked away from Texas High, and they'll hang on to it on this end of the court. Good hustle from Wilder. Justice in some trouble, finds Head. He goes into the lane and has it knocked off of his leg out of bounds. Back over to Texas High with 1:08 to play in the third. Brown trying to lose Chris Head. Harris, three-point shot, that's a little short. Big rebound by Brown in the land of the Giants. Can't make anything happen, but there's Davenport for the cleanup.
Davenport's first points of the night.
Back to 12. Boy, a long look and a long shot at the three. Rebound by Blandberg, misses one, misses two, and then off of his foot it rolls back out to Ward. To Head, inside Wilder, his turnaround no good. Rebound Harris.
5 shots that possession, no bucket.
Brown almost stripped from behind. He throws up a shot while he's being pushed. No foul, no basket. 15 left in the quarter. Inside again they'll go. This time it is a foul, as they basically have to draw blood. Wilder got hit with a foul that time as Justin Brown got knocked to the floor. Foul number 2 on Wilder.
Justin Brown is 2 for 2 at the line tonight.
And Texas has done everything they need to do to keep this manageable heading into the fourth quarter. The game is still winnable. Got to give them some props. They're playing really, really tough basketball tonight against a team that on the surface appears to have them overmatched.
Yeah, Alex Orr's going to have a big fourth quarter for this comeback.
There you go, hits them both.
4 points.
All from the line for Brown. It's back to a 10-point game.
The clock never started.
They'll start it now. Ward's got it. Inside with the pass to Wilder. Wraps it around, no good. Blandberg, the putback. That one's good, and that's how the quarter's going to end.
It's hard to beat a team that's getting those.
Blandberg's got 7 on the game. It's a 12-point lead going into the fourth, and Eric Cross wants to know why. How do we not get foul calls down there?
The clock didn't start for 7 seconds. That's what he's saying.
Take a break. We'll come back for the fourth quarter. 47-35 Longview here on Game Day. Welcome back as we get ready for the fourth quarter. You know, if you're expecting this to be a Longview blowout, it's easy to make that expectation. They're 20-2. The Tigers are 8-12. But here at home, Texas High, while they haven't quite got the numbers to hang with Longview, you would think they're keeping this competitive, which I think surprised everybody.
Sure, and just looking at a common opponent, I believe White House came in here and won last week and then ended up in Longview and lost 78-31. So Texas High is giving Longview quite literally everything they've got tonight, and it's made for some pretty compelling basketball. Drew Ward. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Alex Orr not in the game starting the fourth quarter.
No, I'm not a basketball guy, but something tells me you're going to want to at least defend that young man.
That's 4 threes for Ward.
Coach Ryan Wall's behind us looking pretty intense.
Harris with the
basketball. Might have found him a point guard, huh?
Shot no good. Wilder with the rebound. Tigers grab on. I don't know about point guard. I'd use him as a shooting guard. And I think in college he's got the ability to do that. I don't know if he's got the handles to play in college at point.
I was talking about Chris Head.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Drew can do just about anything.
Yeah, he's going to be hit with a foul here. And that'll be his second. And to the free throw line is going to go Braylon Pearson.
I'd like to see a few local names on that squad next year.
On Tamuti?
Mm-hmm.
Tamuti.
You know, they did that the first year. Had about 5 locals, one from just about every one of the local high schools. And since that first year, so other than Connor Ouellette, the rest pretty much have been, you know, recruits from outside.
Yeah. I mean, I understand why, but, you know, if you got a kid around here that can play, I'd like to see Coach Wall in.
Davenport out, Potter back in. Looking for point 36. Pearson misses them both.
Potter playing with 3 fouls.
Ward to Justice. His 3 on the way, no good. Back of the rim. Rebound Harris trying to get it out to Potter. Potter bodied up by Justice. Good D.
Good
3
look.
by Brown. Got it.
Great shot. 7 points on the night for Justin Brown.
It's going to be a timeout for Texas High. And it's still a 12-point game.
First non-free throw for Brown, who's come alive here in the second half. 50-38 the score now. We'll keep it here during this break.
And I know that we probably mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, but if you're watching, share this feed and let everyone know where they can watch some compelling basketball tonight, especially if you're watching from Longview and some of those folks couldn't make the trip.
Hey, Tony.
Tell them to tune in. We got a good game.
Tony Kurt's watching.
Uh-oh.
We were just talking about you, Tony Kurt. World traveler now.
Off
just
air.
Recently retired. He left his mark on Texarkana sports, that's for sure. And Longview a little bit, a couple seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Probably owes us all money, too.
And an apology for me. I'm sure he did something that irritated me. I like Tony. He's a good guy.
And some folks in McKinney, too, right?
Man, still causing me headache.
Thought I was going to get fired for that.
Well, speaking of Lobo fans for a minute, Friday night, back at Longview, Mount Pleasant's coming in. District lead will be in the offing for Friday night's ball game. What, 7 o'clock start or 7:30, Frank?
7:30.
7:30 start time. You want to be there for that one.
Let's pack that place out. The Coliseum's been waiting for a team like this for a long time. It's been 20 years since we've won a district title, and I think we got the chops.
I don't know if I've ever seen the Coliseum packed, except for like a pep rally.
There's Wilder driving on Harris. Spins, shot, got it in.
Man.
Athlete.
Remember when Ryan Carroll was a senior? We're going late 90s. They had a pretty good squad. They had big crowds. But back then, I feel like more people attended games.
Yeah, of course. You didn't have other options. And it's
it's
a big Coliseum.
They've only had other options the last 3 years, you know.
That's a travel?
Yeah. I was about to say, if that wasn't a travel, these Euro steps have got out of hand.
Well, I think that was more of an Asian step. I think that was an extra continent. 52-38. Tigers down 14, 6.5 left to play. Drew Ward with the basketball. Potter stepping out to him. Ward giving him a little bit of the shake-off.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was going to go.
Under no good. Blandberg's put back no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Blandberg, who knocked it over the top and out of the hands of Justin Brown. Mr. Drew Ward at 7 at half. He's had another 11 here in the second half.
Alex Orr still sitting.
That 18 total for Ward?
Yep. Ward
Nice
with the
pass.
rebound and the layup up and good. As Davis Justice.
I think it's Justice Davis.
Sorry.
You're going to cross me up for my next broadcast. I do that all the time. I know Keaton's watching, man, and I miss you, buddy. Can't wait for Friday night.
Well, Potter and Wilder a little physical on the tie-up.
Watching from Longview and wondering why we are on air tonight with the boys instead of the girls. Texarkana was a little short-handed tonight, and we thought that me coming down here and helping with this broadcast is the best course of action for both of our companies. And we'll be back with the girls next Tuesday night. You've got my word. Looking forward to some Lady Lobo basketball.
Big blowout win tonight for them.
Yes, sir.
Inside to Blamberg, back out to Wilder. Why not a three from Wilder? No good.
Big rebound.
All things going right in the world, Longview Athletics right now. Great football team, great basketball team, baseball and softball team are going to be good.
Don't forget soccer.
That's true.
Got a couple district winning type teams ready to get their season started.
Band competing at the highest level.
Wilder's shot, no good. Tipped back up by the Lobos. That was Holly Lee. He couldn't get it to fall. There's Orr back in the game. You're worried about Alex. He's back now. 16-point lead. Under 5 left. Orr for 3. Got it.
Out in the corner. 16th point of the night.
Orr's going to have to shoot him back into this one, it looks like. Clock is running. 4:40 to go here. Lobos lead by 13.
And that 41 is more than they scored in the 2 games last week, as they had 36 in both of those losses.
There's a turnover.
Layup good.
Nice finish on the big man there.
Trey Ellis with 13. Orr trying to stay with Ward, got him with the hip. And that'll be foul number 1 on Alex. 11-point game. I'd have never believed it that Texas I would have stayed within 15. They have not been behind by more than, I think 16 is the biggest margin they've been behind tonight.
Yeah, a lot of basketball. Still a winnable game here. Longview's having some turnover issues here late in this one.
These two split last year. Longview won at Longview 65-49. Texas I won here 56-53. So this rivalry, which same thing happened in 2022, where they split as well then. Williams kick out. Ward going to stay in bounds. Holly Lee to head. Pull up. 14-footer.
Nice.
Good. Fading away.
Nice.
And it seems to work that way in all sports at the moment, Chuck. The baseball teams, the softball teams, even volleyball teams play some good matches.
Oh, nice acting job. We had the Golden Globes the other night. That's one right there. Trey Ellis could have been up for a nomination. Head kind of rolled into him.
Showing your age.
What do you call it? The Golden Globes? Is that what he said?
I still had that.
Whatever it is.
In his defense, watching the Golden Globes, probably better for you than a TikTok video all day.
Yeah, TikTok, man. You can get in a rabbit hole every
Wilder
night.
head, he found it.
Wilder.
Oh, come on. We didn't come here for no layups.
We don't need no stinking layups.
3:08 left here in the fourth. Lobos extend their lead to 15.
58-43. They got a little bit to get to that 72-point average. A little stop-start and a timeout called by Coach Cross. It comes with 2:56 left to play in the ball game. We'll see if they're going to make that a full time or a 30-second time. We're going to take a break. Doesn't matter. 2:56 left to go. Lobos by 15 here on Game Day.
Life is busy, and we get it. The State Bank mobile app was designed to make banking more convenient for you. Check account activity, make transfers, pay bills, and manage your debit card in a snap. You can deposit checks from the convenience of your home or wherever life lands you. The State Bank app lets you organize your accounts, manage alerts, and easily email our customer service experts. Now that you have State Bank at your fingertips, you can spend more time doing what's important to you.
Your family, your bank, State Bank.
All right, welcome back. We are down to the last 3 minutes of this one, 58-43. Lobos have basically led the entire way. I don't think Texas High ever had a lead in this game.
It's one of those games that you hate to say that, but the outcome has never felt like it's been in doubt, but it's been a really fun basketball game.
Well, I'm going to go with this, surprisingly competitive. As Potter drives, misses, head with another rebound. 2:45 left to play.
David J has been showing, how athletic he is.
Nice move.
He gets a bad rap.
Williams with the volleyball tip in gives him 8, and it's a 60-43 game. Almost stolen away. It was touched by Wilder, so no backcourt violation.
Your big man's D'ing up pressure there. Open three.
Wide open three, drained by Justin Brown, his second of the quarter.
10th of the night.
Gonna have another timeout here, it looks like.
Yeah, try to work their way back into this. 60-46 the score with 2:09 left. Texas High has one timeout left. Nope, they just burned the last one. That's all they had. Sam Weaver, I don't think he's used any. He's got 5 of them still up on the board.
Starting 5 in the game for Longview with one exception. Chris Wilder's in there while Blenberg was out for the moment. We'll see how they come back from the break. Like you said, 2:09 left to go in this one. It's been fun tonight so far, fellas.
I've had a good time.
Appreciate you helping us out tonight, Chuck.
Do what I can for you, Frank.
I know. Lobo Nation misses hearing that voice of yours, I'm sure.
I doubt it. I'm sure they're fine. Lobos looking to try to get the district lead on Friday. They have not won a district championship since 2003-2004. Team that went 29-4 that year.
That's a shocking stat to me. With all the athleticism walking through those halls, it's been 20 years since a district title in basketball.
That team, Jake White was the starting point guard. That would have been Keaton if Keaton played ball,
He
too.
did. That was Keaton was on that basketball team.
So that's why they won.
Well, there's a kid that went and played in Miami. I can't remember his name off the top of his head, but he was there big, and he was unstoppable.
Lobos easily.
But I'm sure Keaton was good, too.
Absolutely.
Break the press, get it into the front court with 2 minutes left. D.D. Williams, kick it around. Now this is one of those, can we drain some time here? Ward with it. Holly Lee, back to the free throw line to Williams, trying to go inside to Wilder, knocked away by the Tigers. Orr took a look at 3, passed on it. Pass inside to Potter, his layup no good.
Heard the footsteps from D.D.
Yeah,
there.
Williams was bearing down on him. He tried to flip it up there quickly and just came up a little bit short.
Raymond
replied.
Hicks, that's right, yes.
He's watching. Hey, Keaton, how are you tonight?
Head Wilder. How about Williams? 3 bunnies at the rim. Can't get any of them to fall. And finally, there's a whistle with 1:22 left.
If I'm not mistaken, Raymond Hicks went and played overseas. Could be wrong.
Foul, by the way, on the Tigers. That was number 2 on Alex Orr. Yeah, we got a 5-second call. Lobos couldn't get the ball in time. So with 1:22 left to go, Tigers are going to fall on 8-13 on the year. They're going to drop to 1-3 in district play. Lobos about to go 21-2, and more importantly, they're going to go 4-0 in district with a showdown Friday night against Mount Pleasant.
Deep. Oh,
Man.
Or again.
Shooting the lights out tonight. Mount Pleasant's coming into this one ranked
19th point.
Ranked top 20 in the state matchup this coming Friday night.
Alex Orr is my youngest son's favorite player.
Yeah, he just picked up his 3rd foul.
You got to use him.
Little too physical with Head. Still an 11-point game. Back court to Ward. Up to Head. We're down to 45 seconds. Lobos just playing keep away right now. Ward to Head. No reason to shoot, and they don't. And we got another foul. A little too much body by Orr again. That's his
I'll tell you
fourth.
what, all the fouls they didn't call. We're getting happy with it now.
Yeah, when you're not trying to commit it. 35 seconds. Lobos don't have to do anything other than get it across the timeline. Tigers going to play it all the way to the end.
But he won't pull it from right there. Oh,
I've seen him try.
Whitehead's got his heels on the half-court line. Williams kick out to Ward, and they're just playing catch. Ollie Lee, 15 seconds. Williams. Well, scoring tonight, Ward at 18 for the Lobos to lead all scorers in green. Alex Orr, 19 for the Tigers. And 60-49 is going to be your final moral victory, I think, for the Tigers after last week. They got beaten by a White House team they probably shouldn't have gotten beaten by and blown out by Mount Pleasant. Today they stuck with a 21-win Lobo team and got to within 11 all the way to the end.
Absolutely. Lobos did what good teams do. You don't have your best on a night, on the road, long trip, something you're not really looking forward to, and you're able to grind it out and keep your undefeated district record and move to 21-2 on the year. A win's a win, Chuck.
There you go.
Appreciate you guys doing this. Thanks for coming all the way up from Longview, Frank.
We look forward to seeing you Friday night. Fill out the Coliseum. Pack that place out. It's going to be an atmosphere like we haven't seen in, what, Chuck, 19 years?
20 years.
Let's do it. And for you, Keaton, go Lobos.
We're done. Appreciate you guys watching. You've been checking out both Longview and Texarkana Game Day. You guys have a good night.